Okay, so here's my new truck. Not new, but new to me. First ever truck that I've owned. I'm just at that point in life. What I'm doing here is I just want to give you a quick overview of a new vehicle that I'll be featuring on the channel. This one here. I'll be doing a lot of stuff to it here in the near future. This is a 2015 Nissan Frontier SV 4x4 and has about 111,000 miles. One thing that I like a lot about this truck, well, one, it's a California car, so as I'll show you here, there's very little to no rust on it. I drove about 6 different vehicles, and this was by far the cleanest where it mattered underneath, you know, and stuff like that. Some of them looked better on the outside. One of them was from Canada, and spent about 5 years there, and it showed. Now the bed is probably the most worn and beat up part of this truck. It was obviously used as a work vehicle. You can see the wheel well here is kind of dented. In fact, even right over here, there's a spot where it wore through the bed liner. I'm probably gonna try to fix that, but there's no like serious rust there. Again, being a California car, not really a big issue there. This one does have the 6-foot bed. A lot of the crew cab ones have the short bed, which I think is 4.5 or 5 feet. Basically, it stops right about here, and then that's, you know, moved up to the cab there. So you're kind of adding about 1 foot plus, so that's nice. It does have the value package, so it has this Utilitrack system for like tying stuff down. There's also rails here in the floor. One of the worst parts, the paint is actually not bad at all. There's some dings and stuff here and there, not a lot of scratches though. The paint's actually pretty good. It could use a really good detail because all this black is very faded. I'm not worried about that. You know, if I had to replace it, it's really not that much. You know, all the handles, everything. So I'll be using products on that at some point in the future, trying to bring that back. Let me show you the interior here. I just ordered some all-weather floor mats, so those will be going in soon. Very basic. Close my sunglass thing there. And the one thing it didn't have, which I would have liked, is leather, just because since I do have 2 young girls, I'll show you here soon what it looks like with the car seats in here. You know, they will be spilling, and stains on leather are way more easy to clean up. But like I said, I'll have those all-weather mats in here. I have another like protector, just a cheaper one that we bought, that'll go on the seat here, kind of a seat cover. And you know, it's a family truck, so not the end of the world. Okay, so here's what the 2 car seats. You know, one of them rear facing, which obviously takes up more room. Right behind the driver's seat there, the forward facing one. I set my chair to where I feel comfortable driving. Maybe I would normally go 1 click further back, but it's right there, so it's not like totally cramped. The rear facing one, as you can see with the passenger side, it's a little more far forward. But that is at the rearmost setting. Once this starts to tilt up further as she grows, there'll be a little more room there. So again, not a lot of room, you know, a mid-sized truck, but certainly not any less room than when it was in the Ford Focus. And here's the rear facing. So here's that little cover that I put down. It actually fits really nicely. You just tuck it in behind the headrest. There's little things down here that you can kind of shove into the crack there. And it's got these little straps that go around down here, kind of hold it down there. And you know, I think that'll do for either pets or the girls with their snacks back here. And then I'll get those all-weather mats in there. Let's take a look in the engine bay. Okay, so here it is. It's a 4-liter V6. All of the crew cab models, I think, come with the V6. It's the VQ40DE motor, also used in the Pathfinder, the Xterra, some of the other vehicles like that. Fairly new battery here. It's got some stuff here on here. I'm not sure what all that is. Definitely gonna clean that off. But I will soon be doing a tune-up on this vehicle, changing out the spark plugs, changing a lot of the fluids, anything that it needs. It's really not too bad. Like, it is dirty and dusty, but it's all dry for the most part. I don't see any, you know, that kind of sticky, gunky stuff. That's the telltale sign of a long time leak. And I'll show you underneath here pretty soon too. There's only one spot that I noticed it's definitely got a little bit of a leak going on. So if I crawl under the front of the vehicle here, kind of right in here, you can see there's a little bit of something that tells me there's a little bit of seepage or a leak going on. Yeah, they did definitely change the oil. I checked the oil and that's a brand new filter. When it comes time to change the oil, you know, I'll take off this skid plate here and I'll find out where the rest of that seepage is coming from, but it's not dripping anything on the ground. I'm not too worried about that. It might be the timing cover or something like that. Perhaps a very small leak from the valve covers. That wouldn't be abnormal. All right, so here's kind of a view from underneath the car. Like I said, it is, you know, four-wheel drive. Don't have any leaks right there. That looks good. Again, not really any rust, just a little bit of surface rust on here, but that's the exhaust. You'd kind of expect that. But everywhere else looks pretty darn clean. You can see all the rails here. Zero rust on there. You can see back in here at the rear diff. Again, looks fairly solid, fairly clean. No big warning signs, and that's kind of what I'm worried about most, you know. I don't mind doing routine maintenance, but I didn't want serious rust. There was a Pro 4X model that I looked at where, you know, they have a painted rear bumper here, which I actually like a lot more. I'm not a huge fan of the chrome. You could see actual rust bubbling underneath the paint, you know. In photos it looked good, but when you got up and close in person, it definitely had serious rust. And that was one of those vehicles from, I think, Alberta. So again, in general, try to avoid cars from that area. Tires aren't too bad, but you know, whatever. That's a wear item. I did look at all of the fluids, all of it from the, you know, brake fluid to the oil, even the power steering fluid, all looks relatively new and clean. I checked the air filters. It's really not that bad. But there is some stuff that I'm definitely going to be changing. Again, it's at 111,000 miles. I think 105,000 is when they recommend to change the coolant and the spark plugs. So I'll be doing that for sure, because I don't know too much about the history of the maintenance on this vehicle. Definitely need to restore the headlights here, getting a little bit of fading. Again, not too big a deal. That's something that I can definitely do. Worst case, if I had to get new ones, they're not too much money. And that's one thing that I like about these trucks. They're pretty easy to work on. They have a history of being pretty reliable. And they had such a long run, basically from 05 to 2019, that there's a lot of parts out there. It's not like there's a small market, and most of the parts are readily available. You may have noticed that I bought this car at CarMax. Not a place I thought I would ever buy a car, just because it's one of those places where the, you know, the price is set, and typically I like to dicker a little bit, you know, bargain. I probably did overpay by about $1,500 for this truck. I know what the black book on it was. However, I was fine doing that since it's a truck that I plan on having, you know, over 5 years, and it had the long bed, which is a little more rare with the crew cabs. So normally the crew cabs, since it's a mid-sized truck, have the short bed. So having that extra long bed, and the fact that the vehicle was just so clean of rust and stuff like that, and it ran great, didn't make any weird sounds or anything, I was willing to pay a little bit more for that. Some of the ones that were priced better online and looked like better deals on paper, once you got up close, you saw there was definitely leaks going on in the engine. Like I said, the rust issues and stuff like that. So I care more about what's underneath, what's going on there, all the like cosmetic stuff. And again, the paint's not too bad on this car. It's mostly headlights and the trim that needs some love, and that bed. So again, if you guys have this vehicle, maybe you're thinking of getting like one of these trucks, this is a new playlist, a new vehicle that I will be featuring and doing work on the channel with, as well as all the other cars, you know, the Mazda, the Mustang, the Focus. I'll still be doing stuff to those vehicles as well, but this is just one more vehicle added to the fleet. This vehicle does have the, I think they called it the value package. It was like a $2,000 option from Nissan when the truck was new. It comes with seat heaters, fog lights, the Utila-Track system, those rails in the bed, and I think it might have a couple other things as well. But you know, it's a pretty like basic truck, but I like it. It has, you know, Bluetooth, so all the stuff that I really need, and I definitely wanted a four-wheel drive, so it has that, of course. And it works great, doesn't make any weird sounds and stuff, so that's the most important. It definitely looks like it was used as a work truck, you know, which I am fine with. I think most guys that actually use their trucks for truck stuff do a better job, I say, on average, of kind of maintaining their vehicles, because they need it for work, or you know, sometimes the people that just use it as a commuter, yes, it might look better overall, but they don't always do the best job of maintaining it. So again, you know, this is my new rig. I'm very excited to learn more about this engine and the whole like platform as a whole, and just, you know, start working on it. Adding more content to the channel. So again, if this is something that you have or are interested in, I think over time I'll definitely build up a decent library of video content on it. All right, guys, see ya.